backside big spin. Before you try this trick, you want to have your nollie back 180s and your nollie shove-its down. And this is kind of the beginner version of the trick here. I'm sure a lot of us have done this one. For the people who already know how to do this trick, you probably started out doing it low like this, like no pop, just kind of pivoting it. And that's okay to get the motion of the trick down. But as time goes on, I think it's better to pop the trick to actually get some height on it, because it's pretty fun to do on hips and quarter pipes. And I think it's important to know how to get the pop down if you want to start doing them on other obstacles. But this is how I basically set up for the trick. Very similar to just the regular nollie shove it or the nollie back 180. Pretty much the same stance here. This is how I like to do it. I put my front foot in the pocket, back foot with the toes hanging off a little bit, and I just wind up like I normally would for the nollie backside 180, and just add a little bit more oomph in the front foot. Just add a little bit more of a shove in there than you normally would to get it going 360, just to get some more effort on the shove it, and just begin the nollie backside 180. And it tends to, as it spins around, it tends to catch the back foot. And that's what you're looking for when you get them down more, when you get more pop in it, you'll realize that it wants to catch the back foot more. But other than that, the motion is really just going to be similar to the nollie 180, and you're adding more of a shove in there with the front foot. I think it's common with this trick to slip out because you're leaning too far back and the board slips out from behind you, or just not getting enough rotation on it. And that just is usually because you're not winding up enough or adding enough force when you pop the trick. So it's a pretty basic one. It sounds complicated, nollie big spin. It doesn't seem that doesn't seem too easy, but it's easy to get used to the trick by doing the beginner version. Just kind of doing that little shove it with a pivot, and kind of expanding on that by adding more pop to it and adding more force to it. Another thing that a lot of people mention in my videos is that after swinging my arms, I tend to propel myself in the air with my arms swinging upward, and that kind of gives me more momentum. It gives me more air time, or helps out with, I guess, adding more force to the pop. And that's definitely true with a lot of the flip tricks that I do in the tutorials I do. You'll notice that my arms swing up, and it kind of helps give me more air time. So that's just something I wanted to mention with a lot of my flip tricks. I do that, and I think it definitely helps to get more air time. So that's the nollie backside big spin. Pretty straightforward, very fun trick. After doing it on flat ground, I would definitely recommend trying to apply it to quarter pipes and hips, because I think it's a lot more fun when you just really get that boost and that extra air time, and it just feels like you're flying. And the board's just spinning like a helicopter under you. Feels really cool. So kind of running out of flip trick ideas. I feel like I've covered all the basics, and if you want me to get into some crazy stuff or some weird flip tricks, let me know in the comments below. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time.